guys, welcome to another jagged video. We're at my house. Today we're doing like a grocery haul. Yesterday I went and got groceries. This weekend in Tennessee we're supposed to get like 8 to 9 inches of snow, so I went up and stocked up on everything that I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what I get from the grocery, and then we'll be doing like a little bit of a taco meal prep. Show you guys how to make tacos. Super simple, everybody can do it. Everybody should know how to make tacos, but I'm gonna show you how I make my tacos and meal prep them out for a couple days, so that way I have food to grab out of the fridge. So this is everything that we just bought. If you guys do enjoy this kind of video, drop a subscription, like, and comment for weekly content like this. This is a little bit of a different setup for us. We usually are doing gym workout videos, but this is at home, man. We're at home. So let's get into this grocery haul, man. All right, so I'm gonna be going over each thing that I bought and the reason I bought it. So first things first, we shop at Sam's Club, by the way. So this is like, which by the way, if you guys can get a Sam's Club membership or a Costco membership, meal planning and keeping healthy foods in your fridge makes it so much easier to when you have one, because you can buy items in bulk. Just starting off, we have Brussels sprouts. We got 2 things of these. These are very, very healthy option. Always love to have some type of veggie if possible, just for gut health and overall antioxidants that these give you. I guess that's more of a fruit thing, but Brussels sprouts are great for veggies. We do those. You literally just put those in the oven for like 10-15 minutes and the whole pan is ready, and that's good for like 2 to 3 meals right there. So we have 2 pans of those. Got some asparagus here because it's good for the kidney. It helps clean your liver out too, and your piss. That's why if you've ever eaten asparagus before and your piss smells, it's good for you. 93.7 ground beef for all the tacos or any kind of burgers that I want to make. Sometimes I'll just literally just make burgers and make that. So 93.7 ground beef. Like to keep all my ground beef super lean. Then we'll move into like breakfast items, I guess. We've got sausage, because in the mornings I will make egg, bacon, and sausage tacos. Actually, I won't throw the bacon in the tacos. I'll either do egg and sausage or egg and bacon and then call that a meal. Super, super good stuff. I'm doing 3 eggs in the morning right now, along with usually 2 sausage patties is what I've been like calculating for macros. And then I have liquid egg whites, so I'll pour a little bit of liquid egg whites in with my eggs. And for those that don't know about egg whites, it's a fat-free protein basically. So it's literally the egg white from the egg without the yolk, and it's just free protein. So you pour a little bit of that in with the eggs, super fire. Then we've got Valentina hot sauce right here. This is one of my favorite hot sauces. I know if you're Spanish watching this, you're probably like, some people say this is for popcorn in that culture, but I like putting it on my tacos. I'm a gringo, whatever you want to call it. Next up, we got some tuna. These are fire for cutting and staying lean. All this stuff is going to be lean foods, if you've noticed, and like low fat. So tuna is a low fat protein. Love this stuff. Good for omegas. And you can make some fire tuna sandwiches with this stuff. And yeah, tuna salad too. Like tuna salad, super, super good. Apples, love having fruit in the diet. These are just like snack items after the gym, maybe when I need some sugar or something like that after the gym, pre-gym, depending on. Bananas for leg cramps or anything like that. Always good to have your potassium high so that way you don't cramp up. Built bars. Now, these are I fall into maybe eating 2 or 3 or 4 of these sometimes. Not gonna lie, these are super, super good. These are protein bars. They have collagen in them. They're only 140 grams of calories. They're only 140 grams. All right, so next item, we move the hat backwards, alert. But these are 140 grams, all right guys, so we moved the hat backwards. Moving on with this grocery haul. 140 calories here. These are protein bars. These are Built bars. You can get these in the TikTok shop. I absolutely love these. If you want to go to my TikTok shop and buy these, I would greatly appreciate that. But these are very, 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 very good. I catch myself eating more than I should. They have brownie batter and cookie dough chunk flavor in this box. super amazing protein bars. And they have collagen in them too. So if you guys don't know about collagen, it is a peptide, or yeah, technically a peptide, where it helps clear your skin up and grow your hair and nails. So these are really, really fire protein bars. Then we have fat-free cheddar cheese for the tacos or eggs or anything I want to throw cheese on. Always good to have a fat-free cheese in the fridge. Then I got a rotisserie chicken. Now this is why I was talking to you guys about Sam's Club and the benefit of having a membership there. This whole rotisserie chicken was $4, and that's enough chicken for 4 or 5 meals for me personally. And it's just really, really good, low fat, super easy. You could buy 3 or 4 of those and keep them in the fridge, and there's your chicken for the week. And it's already cooked. You don't have to do anything. You just pull it apart and put it on. Makes it really easy. Almond milk. So almond milk is great. I don't drink regular milk. This is the unsweetened vanilla kind. I know that sounds weird. You're probably like, bro, you're 205 lean and you don't drink regular milk. Well, bro, I don't know. I just stopped doing it. I thought I was lactose intolerant. I was farting hella, shitting hella. So I switched to almond milk and I haven't gone back. It's been like 2 years. So maybe sometime this year I'll put regular milk back in the diet. But dude, I'm telling you, it was messing up my stomach. So I had to switch it up. Anyways, elbows. So this is just pasta. So like if I want to make like chicken pasta, ground beef pasta, whatever I want to do with that, it's always just good to have some pasta in the pantry, in my opinion, because you never know when you come to the kitchen and one day you might want tacos, one day you might want pasta. And I like keeping variety in my diet and keeping it low calorie and just having a bunch of different recipes, so that way the diet doesn't get boring, because the last thing you want is the diet to get boring. Most bodybuilders would tell you eat the same thing every day. I did a bodybuilding show. Yes, you should if you're doing bodybuilding, but for me, I'm doing bodybuilding in such a way that's more casual. So switching up the diet is not that big of a deal for me. As long as you don't notice like gut problems or anything like that, you should be good to go to have different kinds of meals like this and be fine. So that'll do it for that. And then we have blueberry muffins. Now these are my carb source in the morning. Like if I'm in a rush to get out the door or something, I like having these on the side because I can just pop 2 of those, have my eggs, and boom, there's my breakfast right there. It's super fast, super good to get out of the door quick with those. That is basically the whole grocery haul. We're gonna meal prep some tacos for you guys now. We're gonna show you guys the taco diet and how to eat the taco, make the taco, all the things. So let's get into that. All right, so we're gonna dice this onion now. So now that we have a quarter of the onion, we're gonna go in and slice it down the middle for the one time. Yeah. And then I think we need to cut this again, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go down the middle. And so you see now you've got them like good size, but you need them a little smaller. So you just kind of cut down the middle, whatever size you need. This could be completely wrong, but this is how I'm dicing my onions. You can choose to dice your onions however you want, really. Then, bam. There's some diced onions. My eyes are watering again. Cut some more, because we're gonna need a little bit more than that, I would think. Oh, wash your fingies, chat. Bam. 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 There you go, man. That's how you dice an onion right there. My eyes are watering so bad. All right, so now we're gonna throw our ground beef in the cast iron skillet. Just take the whole thing, bam. And once that starts cooking, you just hit it with some seasoning over the top really quick. This is kind of just like a feel thing. Break it all up, like so. You want to get it ground, right? I mean, that's the whole point of ground beef, you know? So
It's already ground.
we're beating it up. Well, we're getting it more ground, double grounding. Now we can come over here and throw our onions in. Our diced ass onions. What a beautiful dice by me. I know that's probably terribly wrong, but now we're cooking. It's as simple as that, really. You only need one seasoning, and then you're making tacos. It's a beautiful thing. It's really, really beautiful. And it's so quick. Like, this is stuff that you guys can meal prep. Like, I'm going to have taco meat for two days now, probably just from that one pack. So, or at least like a day and a half. If you get like more, I could meal prep. I mean, like, usually what I will do is I'll take 2 pounds of ground beef. That was just a pound. And I'll cook both pounds. And then that way it's like 3 days worth. And I just have taco meat. And what you'll do is you'll just throw the stuff in the fridge. You'll pull from there, and then you can throw it on your tortillas when it's done cooking. So that's pretty much that. I'm done beating it up now, so now we just season and let it go. We can come over to our tacos now and take our fat-free cheddar cheese, and you just want to take them. I have 2 tortillas sitting here too. These are flour tortillas. I don't really use any of the like fancy schmancy like carb saver tortillas. These are just flour tortillas, but if you're on like a low carb diet, they do have low carb tortillas that are a thing. You just throw some fat-free cheese down right here. I like to be generous with this stuff too, because since it's fat-free, it's basically just straight protein. So, and it's cheese technically. It doesn't taste as good as normal cheese, but it still acts as cheese. That's the way I'll put it. Take my tortillas, ground beef with the, taco seasoning and grilled onions in there. I like to make sure you let all the juices like get to the bottom of the pan, so that way your tacos aren't like soggy, because that is kind of the worst. Throw a little bit on there. I usually do 6 ounces of ground beef every meal. I'm just eyeballing it. I probably should be weighing out my food if I'm trying to stay like super shredded, but I'm pretty good at eyeballing it. I've been doing this for 2 straight years of eating and looking at 6 ounces of ground beef, so I feel like my eye's pretty good. So, bam. Take some Valentina sauce. And you just get active in the taco. That was a lot, but you don't have to do that much. More active on the taco. And then we're really about to get active in these. But those are the tacos. You can do, like I said, you could do pico, you could do lettuce. I actually have some lettuce in the fridge. So you know what, I'm gonna add some lettuce. Usually this is like, if I'm in a rush or something like that, this is how I'm making my tacos. I'm not going like crazy with them. But for the sake of the video, and I may just start doing this, a little bit more here and there. This is just some shredded lettuce that I had in the fridge. You can go to the grocery and buy this stuff too. But no, I'm not gonna put it back in the bag. This is light sour cream too. So, like I said, all the like options are gonna be like low fat or fat free. Just because we want to keep the fat low. Now, if I was a smart guy and I knew we had this, I would have put this on first. But since I'm not a smart guy, I didn't. So we're gonna just throw it in there. Just like that. And really, yeah, whatever. That's what we're gonna do with it. So these are the tacos, and if I was a smart guy, I would have put the sour cream on first, but since I didn't, that's just the way we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna try and I'll try and maneuver it around when I roll it up. Let's see what happens. But yeah, you can meal prep these for a week at a time, so they're really easy to make. And that's just a taco right there. Super, super banging. Super easy to eat. Eat the taco like it should. Take care of it and whatnot. The macros on these, it's going to be around like 45 grams, 50 grams of protein. I think tortillas are 44 grams of carbs total. And then for fats, it's going to be around 16 grams of fat total for this meal. So 50 grams of protein. If I'm guessing, I'm estimating. I could add up all the math, but I don't feel like doing that. So it's around 50, 60 grams of protein, 44 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of fat. And that's 2 of these tacos, basically. So that's how I've been mathing it out in my head. However many tacos you need, make sure you math it out in your head too. But that's going to do it for the video. This is the grocery haul and the meal prep of tacos. We'll start doing more of these, honestly, and I'll make different foods for you guys on camera for YouTube. So, and it gives me the opportunity to get some more variety in my diet. So I like these videos too. Let me know if you guys like these videos too in the comments down below. Subscribe, like, and comment for more weekly content like this. Stay jagged, y'all.